So here are 10 inconsistencies in the Emmy-nominated longest-running multi-camera sitcom in U.S. television history, The Big Bang Theory, from least offensive to most offensive, in my opinion. And just to preface this video, this isn't a serious review, it's not even a review. These inconsistencies aren't even critiques of the show, though number 1 is pretty bad in my opinion, but mostly I'm recording this video because after writing so many actual reviews and critiques of the series, I've amassed so much useless knowledge about it that I feel the need to impart it onto you in an internet-friendly numbered list. I also have a treasure trove of useless knowledge about inconsistencies between The Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon, so if you want to see that, comment down below. So now, without further ado, let's go. Number 10. Sheldon considers caffeine to be a drug as seen in the Penny Blossom episode and the one where they're working on the Air Force gyroscope when the Flash gives him Red Bull. But in Season 3, Episode 5, he can be seen with a Red Bull while playing the Mystic Warlords of Ka'a. Number 9. Penny tells Sheldon in Season 3, Episode 10 that she took science class in high school and most of the girls threw up, but she, and I quote, gutted that thing like a deer. But then she throws up when Amy is cutting into a brain in Season 5, Episode 8. Number 8. Sheldon knows the name of Babinski, a neuroscientist, when he first meets Amy. But in Season 11, Episode 8, he says he doesn't know any neuroscientist other than Amy. Number 7. Does Penny have a sister or not? In Season 1, Episode 2, Penny talks about her sister shooting her husband when she's drunk, but in Season 10, Episode 1, at Penny and Leonard's wedding, they only show and mention her brother Randall. Number 6. How many servants did Raj have? In Season 2, Episode 18, Raj said they only had 4 servants, and 2 of them were children. But later in Season 4, Episode 15, he says that he had more servants than he could use. He says, and I quote,
In India, we don't make the mistake of letting our poor people have dreams.
Number 5. Is Howard ashamed of being naked in public or not? In Season 4, Episode 10, where Raj and Howard are doing challenges to decide who would be the superhero and who would be the sidekick, Raj says that a challenge for Howard would be to walk naked into the man's locker room to save Earth. It shows that Howard is ashamed of being naked in front of strangers. But later in Season 8, Episode 6, Raj says, and I quote,
I love Howard, but the dude needs a little shame.
Indicating that Howard is shameless about being naked in front of others to a point that it makes them uncomfortable. Number 4. Did Amy go to prom or not? In Season 5, Episode 3, Amy says she never went to her prom. Her mom gave money to her cousin to take her, but he just bought drugs instead. Then, in Season 8, Episode 8, the guys all have a prom night together, and Amy says that she was part of the cleaning crew on prom night, and she danced to a song with her mop. So, did she go to prom or not? Bonus before we get to the top 3, is Sheldon afraid of hospitals or not? In Season 2, Episode 10, he was very excited to get a bunch of exams done at the hospital with Stephanie Barnett, Leonard's girlfriend that mysteriously is only in the show for 3 episodes and is never mentioned again. It's not even explained how Leonard and her broke up. But in Season 4, Episode 23, Sheldon is terrified of being in the hospital with Howard's mother when she gets sick. His fear of the hospital was due to his germophobia, but then miraculously in Season 8, Episode 4, he likes the hospital again. He specifically likes the hospital that Emily works at because their emergency room gives you a lollipop even when it turns out you don't have dengue fever. Number 3. Stuart and Sheldon do touch, even though Sheldon claims, to this day I've never touched Stuart. In Season 10, Episode 6, Sheldon holds Stuart's shoulder while drunk. And then, 6 episodes later in Season 10, Episode 12, he claims, to this day I've never touched Stuart. And Stuart nods in agreement. Did the writers just think fans wouldn't notice? Also, this is a pretty ballsy claim to make at Season 10, when these characters have been interacting for at least 8 years. Stuart's first appearance was in Season 2, Episode 20. Maybe the writers should get a pass because Sheldon was drunk and therefore he wouldn't clearly remember it. Some fans say it's because there was no skin-to-skin contact, so it didn't count. But honestly, there's so many inconsistencies in the show, it's probably just an honest mistake, like most of these, except for the things thrown out the window for comedy's sake. But yeah, this ranks pretty high on the list for me, for just the amount of balls they had to make this claim. So now on to the top 2. Number 2, Sheldon's attitude about money. In Season 1, Episode 7, Sheldon says if he could afford the rent by himself, he'd ask Leonard to leave, meaning he doesn't have a lot of money. And even earlier in the pilot, the two are shown at a sperm bank because they're running low on funds. Then in Season 3, Episode 5, Sheldon turns down a $500 prize in a Mystic Warlords of Ka'a tournament that he'd easily win since he has an eidetic memory, showing again he doesn't need money. In Season 3, Episode 16, Sheldon has a lot of unopened paychecks and he tells Howard he doesn't cash them and deposit them in a bank because he doesn't have anything he wants to buy and that ATMs will lead the robot uprising. So does Sheldon have a lot of money or doesn't he? In the end, Sheldon and Leonard are friends, and that's why they lived together for all these years, despite them also hating each other, so money isn't really a factor there. Sheldon might also just be using this argument to not have to admit that he actually likes Leonard. But it is weird how he says he has plenty of money saved up, but also has unopened paychecks and doesn't trust banks, and then turns down prize money he could easily win, but also gives away money without worry to Penny. Although they do explain that this is a good idiosyncrasy that he has, that he doesn't care about money, according to Leonard, this is a good thing, but to me it's still very inconsistent. Number 1. The writers couldn't settle on if Raj knew Hindi or not. Initially, Raj does know Hindi when he's listening to Penny and then sings a lullaby in his head in Hindi in Season 1, Episode 2. And then in Season 3, Episode 9, Raj says a phrase from Fever 104 Radio in Hindi. But then in Season 10, Episode 22, Raj says, "Actually, can you say that in English? I never learned Hindi."
Did you see that in English? I never learned Hindi.
This has been pointed out a lot online and in fan forums, and it's just to me so annoying. Does he know Hindi or not? I know some fans are like, in this show nothing's canon, it's a sitcom, who cares? But how can I as a viewer respect the writers who are so careless and lazy they can't even keep their story straight? Not to mention Raj is the only main character of color in the show, and they couldn't even put in the time to give him a consistent backstory because it's just funnier if they don't, right? People will watch no matter what. We have the benefit of the doubt, so who cares? And to me that's just the antithesis of what good storytelling is. So that's it for this one. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think of these inconsistencies and inconsistencies in TV writing in general down below. If you want to see me break down inconsistencies between Young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory, let me know down below too. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.